We are now in San Antonio. We arrived last night about 7 p.m. We're staying at the Hampton Inn by Hilton. We're working our way over to the Alamo. We have tickets around 1 p.m. to do the tour there. It was raining this morning. Now the sun's coming out. It's about 70 degrees. Yeah, a little humid. So we're not sure how the rest of this afternoon is going to go. So, all right.
Gotta go.
We did the Remember the Alamo guided tour, which explained the events of the famous battle, but also the history of the Catholic mission before becoming a military camp. The tour group met in the Alamo Plaza at the Welcome Center and began with a brief history. Then we walked around, stopping at different statues in the plaza where the tour guide explained the significance of the statue and expanded on the history and relevant people. This monument is known as the Spirit of Sacrifice and commemorates the Battle of the Alamo. The names of those that fought are engraved into it. The defenders of the Alamo were under the command of William Barrett Travis. The Alamo is an old Spanish mission turned into a military station, so the compound has a series of old buildings, courtyards, barracks, hospital, headquarters, and the Alamo Church. Once inside the Alamo, there were many areas where the group was asked not to take film, but non-flash photography was okay. So we'll share some of our photos. In 1821, Mexico, which included Texas, gained its independence from Spain. However, the population of Texas developed an intense ideology of independence from Mexico, which sparked the Texas Revolution in 1835 when the Mexican government came to a town near San Antonio to take back a canyon that was on loan to the Alamo Company. In February 1836, Mexican General and President Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna and his army arrived in San Antonio to end the rebellion. Inside the Alamo, others joined the company of soldiers to defend its walls, including the soldiers' families, farmers, doctors, lawyers, and the famous former Tennessee Congressman David Crockett. The American folk hero James Bowie also joined the group. On March 6, 1836, Santa Anna's army stormed the Alamo, cutting down the defenders. Only a handful of women and children survived. But the fight for Texas independence carried on. By the end of April, General Sam Houston attacked the Mexican forces and gained independence with his troops yelling, "Remember the Alamo!" Sam Houston defeated Santa Anna and the Republic of Texas was born. The guided tour cost $45 per person. However, entry to the Alamo Church is free, but requires an entrance time reservation. After the tour, we decided to grab an early dinner and headed over to the San Antonio River Walk, which was about 2 blocks from the Alamo. This area provides entertainment with a variety of restaurants, bars, shops, music, art, and culture. There are some different types of tours offered here as well. Most restaurants and bars have seating with an open patio looking onto the walking path. We wanted to find a restaurant where we could sit, enjoy good food, have a drink, and do some people watching ourselves. For some reason, we were both in the mood for snow crab legs and shrimp. We found an open table on the patio of Joe's Crab Shack.
Everybody out of the water, there's a shark sighting!
That hurt.
You just grow more hair on your chest?
And everywhere else.
I don't even know how to explain what this tastes like. That is what Chris ordered. Those are the ingredients in here.
Wow. I'm done.
Rum, vodka.
I ordered a basic traditional margarita, and then our food arrived. It hit the spot and was exactly what we wanted. After enjoying the afternoon and with full stomachs, we decided to walk back to the hotel since we will be leaving San Antonio tomorrow. The following morning, we wanted to tour the Japanese tea gardens and eat breakfast at a unique place before hitting the road.
We are on our last morning of San Antonio. We decided to stop at the Japanese garden. Although it does say entrance to the Chinese tea garden, I think there's an explanation for that because this is the Japanese tea garden. You're allowed to bring dogs, so Piper's coming with us. It is about just after 7:30. The sun is beginning to come up, and it smells like a skunk right here. So we're gonna continue walking.
During World War II, with anti-Japanese feelings, a Chinese family operated the facility, and it became known as the Chinese Sunken Gardens. This is why the archway entrance reads Chinese Tea Garden. We decided to walk around, look at the koi ponds, and take in the morning. There were a few birds flying around and a pair of noisy ducks. There was only a handful of other people walking around the gardens, so we had a peaceful time here. The entrance to the gardens is free, and it was built in 1918.
Oh, there's one fish. I was going to say there's no fish on this side. They must like the other side better. So we found a breakfast place called WD Deli's, and there are feral cats everywhere. When we pulled in, we counted them, about 8, and they were all walking this way across the lot. There's 4 over there. There's one right here. There's like random bowls set up in this little patch of grass over there. So they're obviously getting fed. I got a dippy egg with feta, spinach, lettuce, tomato on a mush muffin. Chris got a croissant.
Egg ham.
Egg, ham, and cheese.
Yep.
Looks really good. So we wiped our plates clean. This is Piper waiting for Chris. We are sitting outside of a Starbucks so he can get his caramel frappuccino. This happens to be right across the street from where we just ate breakfast, so it worked out good, so he has a drink while we're on the road.
We have no big stops planned for today, and we are contemplating if we want to drive straight through until we reach home, which is 1,047 miles.
We're at a rest stop off of I-10 somewhere in Texas between San Antonio and El Paso. We needed to stretch legs. We switched drivers for a little bit. Now we're switching back. We'll let Piper stretch her legs also.
We stopped and talked with the gentleman that owned this bike for a few minutes. He just finished doing a 1,500-mile, almost straight-through ride. After accumulating a ton of bugs on the windshield, we made it into New Mexico, finally. We stopped at the first rest stop to walk around and feed Piper. At 7:45 p.m. Arizona time, we crossed the state border. We are about 4 hours from home, so we decided to push through it. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. See you in the next video.